I hear a pipping. Is that okay? Okay. Another thing I got from... You hear me? It's recorded? Okay. Another thing I got from one of my subscribers, yeah. They want me to talk about this forgetfulness. What I have, what you have, what this mainstream media. It's like they forget about it. Yeah, it's not only corona. Yeah, I start again. Since the coronavirus just happened, yeah, they call it pandemic, but all that. What happened to the war in Iraq? There's still a war going on in Iraq, yes? That's one. People still dying. Bombs dropping in Iraq as we speak. Yeah? No, in Iraq, the last I checked was over 2 million people died in Iraq. Yeah? And that was from 2003 till now.
That's a lot of fucking people.
It's a lot of people. It's like the entire population of Jamaica. Yeah,
it's at 2 million?
No, 3 million, but it is what it is. I digress. That's just one war, yeah? Plus, there's a war still going on in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
We forget about that. It's like, it's like it's not going on. It's like, it's corona. The entire planet have to be quarantined because corona is so bad. And I don't want to call it corona. I should call it Wuhan virus. Because that is where it originated, according to the media, yeah? So forget about those two wars that I spoke about, yeah? Forget about that. And then Libya. Forget about Libya. There's nothing going on in Libya because, people dying from Wuhan virus. So forget about them. And in Yemen. Forget about Yemen.
That's Lebanon, right?
No, not Lebanon. There's a country called Yemen. Down there, the water is so deplorable. People dying from starvation long before the Wuhan virus. And the WHO, those people, they don't care about them down there. But what US did was go to Saudi Arabia and let they bomb Yemen because they just changed the government and all that crap. But that's them to decide. But there was a war. There is still a war going on down there. Yeah? But we forget about that because corona takes the step everywhere. Starvation, even in Africa. Hunger. Yeah? Malaria, cholera, all that shit. AIDS, all that shit. Cancer. All that shit is forgotten because corona. We have to sell you some vaccine for corona. So this is the focal point. Yeah, we only should think about this corona thing. We should wear a mask and don't ask no question. Okay. Before the virus again, America was like messing around with Korea. Yeah, Kim Jong-un and all that. It was big news. I hear nothing about that again. What happened to that? I'm just asking question. Yeah? And before this corona thing, Russia was a big problem. Russian aggression. Russia. Putin is the big devil. I thought Saddam was born. I killed him. Then Gaddafi. I killed him. Putin is the big devil now. There's always a devil to fight. But anyhow, all those... Corona, forget about them because Corona is bigger than everybody. Corona. What about China? Forget about China. There was in the South China Sea. All the American warship was there and said China was being the aggressor. When they are in the China Sea, the South China, it's called South China Sea for a reason. It's in China's territory. What would America say if China sail their boats and come in the Gulf of Mexico or in the Caribbean Sea? America would be like, hey, you cannot come there. That's too close. Yeah. We don't trust you. But America just drive up in there into China's border and tell me China is the problem. Hey, China, what about that? Because they was close to war. It's like nothing happening on the planet today except Corona shit. Okay. What about Iran? Iran was at like the point of war. Iran was in the news every day. Yeah? But what happened to Iran now? I cannot find no news about Iran because since February, Corona just take this thing and just erase all other headlines, all other news was out the window because Corona. So my question is, what happened to them? Isn't it?
I think we'll find out later. I think this crisis is a good way to cover up a lot of shit.
Oh,
so yeah,
it's all.
I mean, China is also now putting in new laws in Hong Kong that are even worse than the laws which we heard about and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff like that happening. So
it's
yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
you hear about nothing else. And still Trump is bombing countries, but we don't hear about it. We only hear about this Corona thing in Venezuela. Venezuela, right there in the Caribbean. Yeah? In South America, not Caribbean, so but it's all there. But listen, we don't hear about Venezuela. There was a coup in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Where this Guaido tried to overthrow with the backing of America. And Holland, I should say.
Yeah, he promised the people that they would be able to turn the money in for oil.
All nonsense, but I don't hear about nothing anymore. It's not about this corona thing. It's like the world stopped spinning on its axis. The planet stopped spinning because Corona. And at the end of the day, they're telling me I should put on a mask, but people protesting all over the planet and nobody catching Corona.
Yeah, exactly. But I went with the train like one day before the face masks were mandatory in the train, and I saw like 4 people with a mask. Mm-hmm. And it was the day before it was mandatory.
No, it's mandatory. Everybody have a mask.
It's really fun. I had to spend 14 euros yesterday on fucking face masks because I forgot that I got one. And I borrowed it out to a friend of mine a few days ago. So yeah.
It is what it
People
is.
don't really care about those face masks. People know that, like, especially from my age, like, I sympathize with the people who actually die from it and get really ill from it, but I sympathize more with the fact that there are still people in fucking China, let's say, that there are still concentration camps there, or Hong Kong is being taken away. I think that's I don't think they should ignore like the whole Corona thing, but it's being pulled out of proportion.
More people died of the flu than who died of the Corona, and nobody wants to talk about that. And if the doctors talk about it, they suspend the doctors' social media network. They just cut it.
Yeah, but there's also evidence that coronavirus was already raging throughout the world in September.
And even
so,
I think I caught it. In December, because in December I was like, oh, I'm so sick, and I thought it was just the flu. And I just sleep in bed, take some pills, and that's it. And I recover.
Yeah,
my body just recovered. That's it. I don't need no respirator to go in my system and all sort of shit. No, I think your body should be able to fight against. But if it's so terrible, doctors can help me. They should know what to do and blah blah blah. But don't let it blanketly cover down every other aspect of life, because there's still a war going on. I need to hear about the war.
Yeah, and it's dangerous because
and people dying.
We're gonna get economically hit from this. Like a friend of mine, he works in the city, in the centrum, in a pretty popular restaurant, and they just opened up. And on the first day they opened up, they had one dude eating there, one guy, and he was there because he used to work there. So he's being called up for work like once or twice a week to just do some useless stuff, and then he's being sent home again. Like, restaurants can't survive that kind of stuff, man. And if we lose like half of every restaurant here in Eindhoven or around the world where it's a problem, then the repercussions will be way, way worse than the coronavirus
itself.
Yeah.
It's so fuck up.
It just shows how incompetent our leaders are.
It's all about the money. It's all about the virus. The vaccine coming. You can mark my word on that. Take my word. vaccine coming and it will be mandatory. And some people, some company somewhere will make trillions of dollars from that.
Yeah, exactly.
And leave us just looking like some scunt. It is what it is.